Coming up on Mountain News this morning, Governor Andy Beshear is joining a nationwide lawsuit. Plus, folks are getting ready for more rain this weekend.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning and a happy Friday to you, Mountain family. We are almost at that weekend with this special holiday, February 14th, Valentine's Day, and it is 6 o'clock. That means it's also time to check on in with meteorologist Megan Dusmall during this first alert weather day. Megan, we've had a break from the rain and we've got some fun things to expect today, as in it's Valentine's Day.
It is Valentine's Day. It's a good day to smell the roses, right? Yeah, and today we are looking at dry conditions, so overall it's not a bad day to go outside, maybe do a picnic. However, it is a tad on the cool side. Here's a look at live pinpoint Doppler radar this morning. As you can see, completely clear. We just have those radar beams swinging through, not picking up on any precipitation at all. Current temperatures are cold though, so if you are heading out in the next couple of minutes, make sure you grab that coat because you're going to need it. We're talking 19 degrees in Somerset, 17 as you're traveling towards Irvin, and I know we had some faster wind gusts as we're traveling towards Wise. I know there feels like temperatures were in the mid-teens not too long ago. Here's a look at those high temperatures though, not too bad. So if you're going to picnic, you should probably do it in the afternoon. We're seeing those temperatures hit the warmest around 42 degrees in Hazard, 46 for Manchester, and hitting 50 for Middlesboro and Harlan. Here's how we'll get to those temperatures for today. We'll be warming up the next couple hours. By the time we get to that 4 o'clock mark, we'll be hitting the high temperatures of the day. Amelia?
All right, thank you, Megan. Well, gender treatments and sex change operations might not happen within Kentucky's prisons under a bill that moved in a Senate committee yesterday. Members of the LGBTQ community say this bill would put a stop to essential treatment for a segment of the prison population. Others say it's simply unconstitutional to deny this type of care, and they say it's part of a dangerous trend. A new House bill could impact how much you're paying for a college education. House Bill 434 would put limits on how much college tuition can be increased. For new in-state students, tuition could be raised up to 5% annually, and a 4-year tuition freeze would go into effect. For out-of-state students, that number is 7%. A new proposed bill would allow Kentucky high school athletes the ability to transfer to another school one time without penalty. The bill is sponsored by Representative and Whitley County native Nick Wilson. The current KHSAA rules force athletes who have participated in varsity sports to sit out a year after they've transferred to another school. Many exceptions, though, have led to the KHSAA handling more than 100 transfer cases per month. Governor Andy Beshear is joining a nationwide lawsuit over the federal funding freeze by the Trump administration. A judge blocked that freeze, but the governor says some federal agencies are not following that order. The freeze impacted several programs in the state, including Medicaid, the Abandoned Minelands program, and even more. Beshear says the state paid out more than $7 million that the federal government now has to reimburse. More than $900,000 was awarded to clean up illegal dumps in 17 counties in Kentucky. The announcement was made by Governor Andy Beshear and the Kentucky Energy and Environment Cabinet. Several counties in our area received grants: Breathitt, Estill, Floyd, Johnson, Lawrence, Martin, Perry, and Wolfe counties. In a statement, Governor Beshear says the state is putting in work to welcome more businesses and visitors.
We are starting off today on a cold foot, but warmer temperatures are ahead for this Valentine's Day. As you're walking out the door, you can expect those temperatures in the 20s for most of the area. Yes, you heard that right. I know we've had some warmer temperatures, but we are back to seeing these cold temperatures in the forecast, seeing teens as they're traveling towards Wise, Irvin, and Somerset. Here are those afternoon forecast highs, looking in the 40s for most of the area, hitting 50 degrees for Harlan and Middlesboro, and only getting up to 39 degrees if you are in Moorhead. Here's a look at that live pinpoint Doppler radar this morning. All is clear, not looking at a single drop of water or snow this morning. It's overall not too bad. And here's how the next 12 hours will be playing out. We'll see the sun a little bit in the morning, but we'll start to see the clouds increase, and we'll have cloudy skies as you're heading into the evening and overnight hours, with the rain chances picking up as you're heading into your Saturday. Amelia?
As we've been talking about, Megan, parts of Kentucky are expected to receive some heavy rain this weekend. Now, fire and rescue departments are preparing by gathering extra resources. Major Lisa Johnson with the Clay County Fire Department says in those 48 hours, they ended up rescuing and housing 48 Powell County citizens. Tomato soup was all they had in their firehouse for the residents to eat, but it still made an impact.
I was in a store one day and a lady pointed out, "There's my angel." And I did. I looked around like, what, she's talking to somebody? She was talking to me and remembered me giving her tomato soup in the kitchen.
Johnson says the best way for you to stay safe is to educate yourself and always use common sense when you face a high water emergency. Breathitt County is offering additional shelter for anyone who wants to leave home before heavy rain moves in this weekend. It's for people wanting to escape any potential flooding. The shelter will be located at the Lee's College Gymnasium. If you are seeking shelter, you can do so tonight at 9. The county says it will send out more information as we approach opening time today. The Estill County community is preparing for a flood that could be all too reminiscent of historic flooding from 2021. Hundreds of homes were impacted and thousands of people were left without power for days. First responders are keeping an eye on heavy rain on the forecast for this weekend, as river levels are expected to rise to more than 37 feet. Melissa Riddle with Estill County Emergency Management says folks should do what they can to prepare now.
Get everything in order, start moving your stuff. I know it's a lot. We have better timing this time. We did not expect the river to get as high as it did.
Riddle recommends people spend today and the beginning parts of Saturday preparing to leave their homes if need be. Nearly $44,000 in emergency road aid funds is being awarded to the Breathitt County Fiscal Court. The funding will be used to repair a slide on South Leatherwood Road. Well, thank you for joining Mountain News this morning. We have more news on the way. President Donald Trump orders pink slips for new federal workers, the White House's latest effort to shrink the federal government, and his new announcement on tariffs.